We're here with DartmouthSports.com Female Athlete of the Week, Remy Berinsky of the women's soccer team. Dartmouth is coming off a 2-0 week with wins over New Hampshire and Albany, where Remy scored in each game. Remy, you guys have played in a lot of overtime games this season, 5 out of the 8 games, and you were able to take the last 2. What have you seen improvement-wise from the team to win over UNH and Albany?
Yeah, I think, all during my entire time here, we've been in overtime games all the time, a lot of minutes, but it's also great practice for us, especially going into IVs. I think our ability to get into the locker room at halftime, especially for this past game on Sunday, and look at each other and be like, that just wasn't good enough. We need to expect more out of ourselves and each other, and then go back on the field and just show that we could play with so much more heart, and that's what we did pretty much in the second half for Albany. We just went out there and gave it our all, and that one didn't go into overtime, so that was good. But I think they're also good just to get lots of minutes under ourselves before IVs start.
How have the freshmen been adjusting to college soccer, and how do you think they've been contributing to the team?
They've been doing really well. I think the team dynamic is probably the best it's ever been since my time here. They are always the first people out on the field before training and staying after. They are trying their hardest, and I think that everyone on the team is motivated by that, and they're just doing a great job. And
then Ivy League play starts on Saturday against Brown at home. What are you and the team looking forward to get rolling in Ivy League play?
I think that's everyone's favorite part of the season. Have to keep in mind we can't get too excited. We just got to play our game, but with a good week of training coming up, I think we'll be ready to go. Great preseason that we had. Everyone's just fired up.
Dartmouth women's soccer is 4-3-1 on the season, and you can catch them at home Saturday night at 7 against Brown.
We're with Rashad Cooper, the DartmouthSports.com Male Athlete of the Week, after Dartmouth's 41-0 victory over the Georgetown Hoyas on the football field. Rashad, you had a big game. You had a 100-yard rushing game, your first year of your career, but really it was an early run that set the tone. 51 yards on the second possession for Dartmouth. Tell us a little bit about that run.
Yeah, we kind of knew going into the game what our main running plays were going to be just based on the defense they ran. So I was pretty excited when I heard the play called. It's probably my favorite run that we have, and I get to run behind Matt Caskey. So just kind of like hide behind him and see when I could find the hole. I popped out and broke a couple tackles, and just it was a race with me and the safety.
You also had a 3-yard touchdown run, not quite as long as 51 yards, but it was a little exciting. You had to stretch a little bit to get to the end zone.
Yeah, on the goal line, it was same way. Guys up front kind of set it up for me, and they set it up where I'll be one-on-one with one of the corners, and that's always like a good situation when they can get everybody else out the way, just make it a one-on-one. And thankfully I was able to win the one-on-one and get in the end zone.
Okay, now, you're from California originally. It's a long way from Dartmouth. How did you come to know about Dartmouth, and what really attracted you to here?
Yeah, I actually didn't know about Dartmouth until I got a letter spring of my junior year. Coach Dwayne Brooks was my recruiting coach, and so he kind of explained to me where it was and stuff like that. But when I looked into it and obviously saw how prestigious it was academically, caught my eye from the beginning.
Well, off the field, I understand you're a bit of a poet, and what type of topics do you like to write about?
Usually I like to write whenever I'm going through like a hard time. I find that writing it down and kind of expressing everything that's on my mind is a way for me to get it out and put it behind me. It takes me a long time to write poetry because I don't like sit down and finish it. I write maybe 3-4 lines at a time, and sometimes it takes me a year to put a whole thought together. But whenever I'm able to complete the poem and get it all done, I tend to put whatever's on my mind behind me. So that's kind of my way of I don't know what the word would be, but healing, I guess.
Okay. And this week you got Holy Cross coming up, and you're on the road for the first time. What are your expectations playing that first road game of the season?
Yeah, we know it's going to be a tough game, especially with the comeback win they just had over Yale. I think they were down 21 points. So we definitely are not taking them lightly. We know it's going to be a tough competition, but we're excited. First road game, and we just want to take it one game at a time and get this one down, and then continue in the Ivy League play. So
All right. Well, thank you for your time, Rashad, and congratulations on your performance this past week.
Thank you. I appreciate it.